with the ball. And the visitors start their day with nothing to stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David, a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He's in open space downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's inside the 15. Turning on the Jets. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback.
He's loose. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time, there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted him down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. From midfield, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown tie. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Got it in the middle. It's Webster. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. It's It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well give it to him again. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gets the back moving. He might want another play. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. To the air, it's Castellanos. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, they'll make those contested catches.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Webster. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together. A really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points. But a chance to tie this up going into the half. And considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over the Groupers. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Pulled and fired complete. He's out past the 35. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Caught in the backfield. It's Cuevas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Just a short pass to the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dome. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Get a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The give is to Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
to throw. It's Russell. Swings it out to his running back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Or maybe a double pass. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. The sure hands, it's White. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Found a little bit of running room, not down at the 24 after a pickup before.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. A run for the quarterback. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Inside the 45. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
To the air, it's Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down there. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punch it in for a touchdown here.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Webster. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Castellanos. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give... big plays, let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it behind the line, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive, but how about the defense? Just reacting so fast.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pressure coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there. And now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 28 over the Judicials. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Picks up the first down, still moving. The Seminoles will move the sticks.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Pittman. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the grab, pass to Marker. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Firing to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming in.